How does it really feel to be violated as a human being? Let me tell you my personal story. So I fly a lot, and this time I flew from New York to Los Angeles, and I always plan my trip so that I can sit in the exit rows because I have a little bit heavy in my size, and then I make sure that I'm close to the one that I can get out clearly. There's most leg room and more spacious as part of me. So I was just preparing for the trip. I put my headset on. I was ready to sleep, etc. and the like. A next fellow came back to me, and he's like lean, very athletic, and very well poised. He sat down in front, in my side, which is next to my seat. And over the next 30 minutes or so, he was starting to complain to me and said, "You should not be in this seat." Because why? I have the right boarding pass. This is my seat number. Because you're big. You should be taking another flight. And I said, "Gee, God." And then farther on, a few minutes more, I think he was having a discomfort that is beside me because I was trying to pull myself on my side so I don't touch him. And he further said, "You know what? This is really bad. Why are you sitting here? Why don't you talk to the flight attendant and then reassign you to another space?" And so I called the flight attendants, getting furious and simply saying, and then he was saying that, these people should be riding another plane. Don't you have a special seat for them so that they can be by themselves, these big size people? In my life, that was the first time that I felt really violated. Never in my life until that occasion. So how does it feel, and how did I feel? I felt so violated. I felt so disrespected. I felt so small, and I felt furious at the same time. I felt anger, and I felt like I want to smack him in the face. I held myself because in the airplane you could just be dejected very quickly or thrown out, or it's called a military control inside the plane, so you can't just do that. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is that number one, it's very personal for me, and it's really up to date. I could not forget it. So when somebody tells me about discrimination, I know how it feels. And I think that when we have conversations with people in learning design, story design, and our collaboration, we need to be able to help ourselves to bring out these real personal stories. Now, it's difficult because some people don't want to share it. Or we need to appeal to these personal stories because those personal stories link up to some lessons in our lives. In my case, maybe I should lose a little bit more weight, not a little bit, but a lot of weight. But then secondly, it's also how you behave in this environment. But thirdly, he should not dictate me how I feel, but I did. Unfortunately, I felt bad. But today I'm simply saying to myself that when somebody talks about discrimination or any other policy, it is better for me to have a personal experience or get somebody to tell me a story with a related personal experience. Thanks for listening.